Hey everybody, today we're talking about Yamato, one of the leaders I've been waiting for a long time, ever since, well, set 1 and 2. I wasn't really happy about the starter deck, Yamato, the yellow one. However, she's here, and I'm overjoyed by it. So we have double attack, 4 life, activate main once per turn if your opponent has 3 or less life. Cards, give up to 2 of your vested Dawn cards to one of your characters. You'll see that more and more in next set anyways. With Revolutionary Army and Monkey the Dragon. So this is one of the starter cards for that sort of thing. And let's look into the rest of them. I'm not 100% well. I've had a couple of weeks where I've been really bad. So, gotta try and keep on top of things. So we start with Kazuki, Mononosuke. Cost of 1, 1k that counter, Searcher. You invest 1 Dawn, look for top 5 cards for Land Wano type and add to your hand. You can even add Momonosuke himself and place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. So I play 4 of these. Then I play 4 of the Kazuki Hiyori, the new 2k counter, which is also a very technical card as well if you know how to use it properly. Recycle cards from your hand to your life to your hand. So we've got a cost 2, 2k counter. You may add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life cards to your hand, then add up to 1 card from your hand to the top of your life cards. It doesn't state face up, face down, so it's face down. So you probably don't know. Other than that, it's quite a decent little combination if you know how to do it right. I'm still working on this deck myself. Another Kazuki Hiyori. This is from the starter deck. 2k counter, cost of 2, 0 attack. On play, up to one Land Wano type leaders or character gains 1000 power during this turn, and its trigger is play this card. Mostly want the trigger for this, for targeting your Yamato leader, but if needed, another character. The new famous Nami card. So yeah, every yellow deck is more or less playing at least 3 of these. So we have cost of 2, 3000 attack, 1000 counter. On play, up to your leader or character card gains banish. You mostly will target your leader for this, unless you're being a bit more technical and using, I forgot what the event it's called, but it's from set 4 and it gives one or characters double attack. I don't play that, thought about it, but it's there. It's in set 4, look up yellow Land Wano. 4 of these, and trigger on this one is KO up to 1 opponent's card at the cost of 5 or less. So with your Hiyori, you can rotate it around into your life and start popping, which is really good. Next one, this Izo, cost 3 from set 1. She's been around forever. So cost of 3, 2000 counter, 3000 attack. On play, you rest up to 1 opponent's characters with a cost of 4 or less. This is very good and goes very good with the next card I'm about to show you anyway, so I'll play 4 of these. Ryuma. When I first saw this card on the internet, I was quite overjoyed, yet odd about it, because 1, it's Land Wano, then it's Thrill About Pirates. Yes, it looks dead, I know. Anyway, cost of 4, 6000, and on play and on KO, KO to 1 opponent's rest 2 characters with a cost of 4 or less. I know some Yamato decks aren't using this, but I'll be using it anyways. And Perona loves this card. And I'm working that on Perona and Gecko Moria next. Next I have the Nekomamushi, whatever you pronounce it. Cost of 4, 5000 attack, 1000 counter. Dawn times 2. This character also can also attack your opponent's active characters. Let me get it right. I've used it once or twice, the effect of the ability. It's nice when you can. Other than that, its trigger, if your opponent has 3 or less life cards, play this card. That's one thing good about Yamato. A lot of triggers. Go for that. yet I only use 2 types. Then we have the Kikanojo, the yellow deck favourite, really, for Katakuri, I suppose Big Mom, and the rest of them. So we have cost of 4, 6,000 attack, on KO. If your opponent has 3 or less life cards, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life cards. And the trigger is similar, whereas if your opponent has 3 or less life cards, play this card. Why not? I'm going to play 1 blocker in this deck, which everyone should probably guess by now. This little dude, Kazuki Momonosuke. Cost 5, 6,000 attack, blocker, and then on play add up to 1 of your Land or Wano type characters other than Kazuki Momonosuke to the top bottom of your life cards face up. If you think someone's going to get pop next turn, if you're facing black decks, I'm trying to think now. Nami for a start. What am I saying? I forgot what I said. Yeah, not the Nami, sorry. But you could put Izo if needs be, if you use her. If you could put the Kazuki Hiyori, the life card control one. There are a few targets in there, just not the Searcher. So, it's good. Then I play 3 of the all getting more famous Holy Jones, the cost 7. I need 1 more alternate artwork. This card has no counter, it's a cost of 7, 8,000 attack. Rush, on play, rest up to a total of 2 of your opponent's characters or Dom cards, then add 1 card from the top of your life cards to your hand. If your opponent's down to 3 life cards, you can use Yamato's ability to make this a 10k rush, as well as resting 2 characters or 2 Dom. It's a bit of a numbing feeling for your opponent because they can't really stop you in the long run. So I play 3 of those. 4 of the cost 9 Yamato, and a lot of players don't use it, so I'm going to play the new cost 9 Zoro. This guy here. So I'll play that instead. I was tempted to play 2 of them, but I'm like, nah, I'm all good. Anyway, it's no counter, cost of 9, 9,000 attack, and on play, KO to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost equal to or less than the total of yours and your opponent's life cards. Then if you have 1 or less life cards, add 1 from the top of your deck to the top of your life cards. KO effect, regeneration effect. Still one of the best cards for yellow out there. And it's worked a couple of times so far. I've only had a couple of practices with this deck as of up to now. So I'm still working on it. As for a few events I've got, I do play 2 of the new You're the One Who Should Disappear. 0 cost, trash a card, gain 3,000 for a counter on a leader or character. And trigger is, if you have 0 life cards, you may add 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life cards, then trash 1 card from your hand. It is basically an NL effect, the NL effect. So 2 of those. And I do play 3 of the 200 million volts Amaru. Cost of 2. Join your main leader or character against 3,000 attack. Then if you have 1 or less life cards, you know, best to join your opponent's characters with a cost of 4 or less. It can work in conjunction with Holy Jones and Yamato herself. And then trigger is, you may trash 2 cards from your hand, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life cards. So again, life regeneration. So I'll play 3 of those. And the last 2 will be the one that's about to get banned in a couple of months, which is Reject. So a cost of 4. Pick 1, so you KO up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less. Then if your opponent has 1 life card, deal 1 damage to your opponent. Then add 1 card from the top of your life cards to your hand. So it's a life for a life. You both gain a card. Otherwise trigger is draw 1 card. I can see why it's getting banned anyways, because an L would be at the top. Katakuri is always floating around regardless. And, well, with Yamato doing double damage anyways, more damage, just by clicking your finger basically. Other than that, it's just a quick deck profile, something I'm working on. I know a lot of decks out there are a lot similar to this, but what can you really do? Other than that, thank you very much for listening. If you wish to leave any comments on what I can do and what I can't do, let me know. Thank you very much for listening, and take care. Bye for now.